the Arizona Cardinals, 8-8 last season, third in the division, missed the playoffs, yet a hobbled Kyler Murray playing most of the season. What is the expectation for the Arizona Cardinals this season?
They're expecting Kyler Murray to take another step forward. He's been a good quarterback since he's came into the NFL, rookie of the year. Dealt with some shoulder injuries last year, but he's one of the few guys in the league that I feel has that it factor. He might be all of 5'9" or 5'10", like people say on a great day, but he throws a great ball. He's got great vision, and he is a great rushing quarterback already here. Thought I was hearing something for a playback. My bad. I was so confused for a second. Overall, he's improved every year. He's a great rushing quarterback. And like I said, he can overcome that bad coaching at times. And then also, you saw the move with J.J. Watt, which I wasn't a big fan of because y'all know how I feel about him. Back into the career. Hasn't really been anything in about 5 years. And I would say that we could be seeing a J.J. Watt retirement within a couple seasons. I know it sounds crazy, but go look at the numbers. He's kind of fallen off a cliff here. And then as well, they brought Zaven Collins in, again with their first pick in the NFL draft versus last year, Isiah Simmons out of Clemson. So they're trying to stack up that linebacking core. When you think about a Bucks, when you think about a Browns, when you think about even the Saints for a second before they had some of their linebackers get out there, those teams that have a strong front seven, it fares well for the entire defense. And we've seen the Cardinals before kind of struggle against that rush defense. Now we're talking about reality. Again, tough division, splitting with everybody in the NFC West. I do have them going 10-7. And like I mentioned, Kyler is one of those few quarterbacks in the league that has that it factor. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say I expect this guy to potentially get MVP votes this year. I think he can elevate. I know Cliff is going to hold the entire team back potentially, but Kyler's one of those guys. And if the record's not there, then he's not going to get the recognition. They didn't fare too well last year, and the first season was 5-10-1 to 8-8. So we'll see what happens with him. And then, like I said, J.J. Watt worries me. Don't even want to go into that again. And then Zaven, I think, will find his role in, filling the run gaps, being able to truly stop the run, bring the heat on the blitzes, which will open up Isiah Simmons' game, let him be able to be more versatile, work on his coverage, and just be the speedster, the true force on that field that he was for the Cardinals as a rookie. So I am going to have the Cardinals finishing unfortunately, towards the bottom of the division. But the Cardinals, I think, will be a good team coming into this year. Probably a wild card exit because Cliff is going to hold them back, unfortunately.
You've got them winning 10 games.
I do.
And making the playoffs is like third in the division?
Potentially. That division is tough, man. I mean, think about it. If San Francisco busts out because of trade, potentially, are we really looking at an elite San Francisco team? I don't know.
I don't have a whole lot of confidence in them. I think Arizona's expectation from a franchise and a fan base, I think they're expecting a 12-5 season. They're expecting them to elevate to first in the division because they feel like Kyler Murray was hurt last season, and that's the reason why they finished 8-8. So they feel like they could have won at least 3 to 4 more of those games had they had a healthy Kyler. Mm-hmm. And now with the addition of A.J. Green and possibly Larry Fitzgerald staying, they think that they really could turn a corner and this offense could just explode. I mean, Murray, he's been progressing. He looks like he could possibly be a superstar quarterback. He's not shown us that he can. He's shown us that he potentially could be. The reality, A.J. Green is old.
That's why you mentioned him.
Larry Fitzgerald is going to retire. He's not going to play. So you don't have either of them. Kyler is not enough. He'll win you a few games because he can run, he can throw, he can improvise, then he'll make some miraculous plays. There'll be great highlights, and he'll have a good season. But, we're looking at them against the AFC South, Tennessee, Indy, Houston, Jacksonville, 2-2. I got them splitting with them. I also have them splitting with the NFC North against Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit. The 3 games from where they placed, they got Dallas, Cleveland, and Carolina. All I'm giving them is Carolina. They'll lose to the Cowboys. They'll lose to the Browns. So they're 1-2 in those 3 games. In the division is what's going to kill them. San Francisco twice, Seattle twice, and the Rams twice. 1-5.
Oh.
The division is going to eviscerate Arizona. Most of their losses are coming from the division.
Yep.
I got them at 6-11. They're actually going to regress from last year just due to the schedule. and the fact that they brought in old players that aren't going to produce.
Back nines.
And I know there are going to be a lot of Arizona Cardinal fans that are like, you don't know what you're talking about. Your team was not good last year, and it wasn't because Kyler Murray was hurt. Your team is not that good. They're middle of the road. You're 8-8. You're still mediocre. You're going to be mediocre. You're not winning that division. You're going to be last place in this division now. Only reason you weren't last year is because Jimmy Garoppolo was hurt. Otherwise, you'd have been at the bottom.
As much as I hate to say that about the Cardinals, I highly agree with you.